Hey guys, welcome back to Fiber Laser Training. So this video we're going to be focusing on LightBurn.
LightBurn. LightBurn has just about replaced EasyCAD in a lot of capacities, so that's always a good thing for the team over at LightBurn. It's definitely a win. I've been using it for a good while on the CO2s here and love it. Just never brought myself over to bring it for the Galvos, and I was actually talking to the developer of LightBurn, and I was like, man, I have 10,000 EasyCAD files that I won't be able to use in LightBurn, and I don't want to get rid of it. And he said to me, he said, well, I get rid of it. If you get a new tool, you don't throw the old one away. And I was like, that was pretty good sales pitch there, friend. So I know I got like 3 copies for the Galvo. But in any event, we want to try to piggyback on the previous video we did for EasyCAD. Yeah. We kind of outlined the hatch and the pins and kind of what they do and the functions there. So keeping the same format. If you follow my mouse on the screen here, you'll see that LightBurn is very much like EasyCAD in a lot of different aspects.
Very much like it.
Yeah, and totally more awesome in other aspects. But you have the same type of party going on, the file edit, the tools arranged. There's lots more options here, lots more intuitive options actually. But in EasyCAD, when we filled in between the lines, it was called
a hatch. But in LightBurn, it's called fill.
What'd you think of that? It was called fill. And so if we were to draw a square on the screen, and we could do the same thing that
you're going to need to use fill to fill in the lines.
That's right. So we'll do Control, copy and paste. And that guy right there, we're going to want him to be about 35, and that was kind of, and so in EasyCAD you can put it to center with the letter C. In LightBurn you can do it with the letter P, and so as long as you're not open there, you can just hit P and that'll put that to center. And if you do Shift Control I, that'll select the invert, and we can hit P again and it'll center that around that. That's cool. And if we hit Escape and then Shift Control I, it selects both of them. And we come over here to our cuts and layers, and this is kind of where LightBurn has taken advantage of a terrible situation in EasyCAD and made it much more efficient, I believe. In EasyCAD we had the mechanic and we had the toolbox. Well, those 2 different functions, those 2 different areas, 2 different things to understand. LightBurn put all the kit in one caboodle. So our pins are down here on the bottom of LightBurn, and they're more also considered like a layer, if you will. And if you change the colors here, it'll give you different outputs based on what you have selected over here. But if we drop this down from line to fill, and if I go up here and change that under window, and it kind of looks like it did on EasyCAD. And it went from line to line, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's just like it. How do we invert this, right? All we have to do is add a line or
fill in it.
Or take one away.
Yeah. I messed up, yeah.
That's okay. You're starstruck. You're on camera. So that's basically the same gist of what hatch is LightBurn calls
fill.
Fill. That's right. And so that's how we execute from line to line. If you notice, same thing here. The laser came to this line and it cut on. My mouse goes away, but you see that it started and it came to that line and cut on, and it stayed on until it got all the way over here to this line and cut on. And that's how it filled it. And you have lots of advanced settings here, so if you kind of wanted to dig into the hatch settings like EasyCAD has, and here it would be the fill settings. And you can recreate the hammer shovel sweep in this too, using this little plus button here. You can create sub layers, and so you could do 2 of them, and they would all be fill. And you could, you know, drop that down to fill, and you could drop this down to fill, and you could even go in here and name them if you wanted to. And you could name that sweep, or and you can go back in and name shovel or what have you. And you go in, you change all the speed and the power and frequency and however you want to do it. Here's your line space, line interval rather, which is equivocal to line distance in EasyCAD. And so it's somewhat the same thing, but different, just called different. But it's much more intuitive, it's easier to use. But to do our hammer, you would come, our jackhammer, you would come in here and keeping it the same, let's say we're the same settings as EasyCAD, it would be 1,000 there and 100% and frequency of 50 and all this other stuff, you know, put to the side for educational purposes. You come here and it'd be the same thing. We did 1,000 there. We could do 2,000 here, and this was 75, and that's 50. And then we could go to sweep and do the same. We had 3,000 and 50 and 50. And so that's kind of reminiscent of our hammer, shovel, and sweep, and you would want to make sure all your scan angles matched and your line increments matched and your angle increment matched also. It's very important to rotate during passes, because if not, you're just driving down the same track over and over and over and over, and it ain't gonna do nothing but cause muddy ruts, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty simple in LightBurn. Not very much to explain. Like, you know, if you're gonna do one of these sweet knives that me and Noah stock and keep, and LightBurn actually has the capability of adding a camera, and you could take the camera, take a picture of this, import it, trace that, and you have a nice little template of this knife, and you can do some cool stuff with it. And we might be able to show you how to do that in a future video. So Noah had a good idea. He said in the comments that you guys need to what?
So about the coin right here, we're probably gonna make a TikTok. Tell us what to put on the TikTok. First one to comment will do it.
First one to comment is what we're gonna do. Don't do that. They're gonna do some crazy hard thing, but
or an animal. Don't like that.
We'll do something, but you guys comment and see what you want, and obviously they can comment and tell us what other kind of videos you want to see. We try to do as many as we can. I am going to cover a video of a comment that we had about the 3 laser lights. So we'll try to find that. We'll try to find that comment and post it to one of our other videos. But somebody asked what the 3 lights were on their galvo head. So try to outline that real quick. Won't take very long in our next video. And that's pretty much it for that, I think. I mean, this is pretty somewhat self-explanatory. You go down through there, and once you click this, it's going to run this first layer, then it'll run this one, and it'll run this one, and it'll reminiscent of our hammer, shovel, and sweep. And then whenever you go to frame it, there we go. And you can set this count right here to whatever number you want, remember? 40, 50, 60, 90,
40, 50,
100.
60, 90, 100, 120, whatever you want.
That's right. So that will, in essence, be how many passes that it hammer, shovel, sweeps, repeats. And so it should rotate and whatnot in there. Any questions about Phil? Do you know Phil? You know Uncle Phil?
Uncle Phil.
From Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that is, in a nutshell, how the laser does work in LightBurn. There's lots more to go into, obviously, than just that quick video, but that's kind of how you get the hammer, shovel, sweep technique in this software. I'm sure that there's a better way to do it, And once again, you could go in here, Control G, group those, move them, copy and paste here, and change this. You could change this layer, and instead of doing our multi, you could just do that to fill and manipulate your power and speed here. You know, so this could be the 2000 and the power of 50 and the frequency of 50. And then you could also do it again. But you change this one to red and change it to fill. And change our speed, power, frequency according to what we had it a while ago. Just like that, 2000, 75, and 50. Oh, not 2050, that's a lot. I don't think it'll do it. And then of course we would take this and double click over here on the number and take away our layers, which would just leave us with the one layer I don't know how I did that for my speed, but I must have deleted the wrong one, but that's okay. At least we caught it. And so this would be reminiscent of the hammer, jackhammer, the shovel, and the sweep. So your black here, if we put that to the center, and then our blue, we put that to the center, and then our red, we put that to the center, and we select all of them. It's going to run it in the order in which it appears here. As long you have to have another setting picked for it to run these in order, but if you have it picked correctly, it will indeed run them in the jackhammer, the shovel, the sweep. So you will bust up material, shovel those big chunks out of the way, sweep the small debris up, and then start over. So 2 ways to get to the same place with this software. And I don't know if one's any easier than the other, except for you could individually manipulate the angles in a different fashion from here, but I do believe you could do that in the other way too. So that's probably crazy talk for you. You're like, what is he saying? I don't know, but you're learning. I know I throw a lot of this stuff at you, but you're doing good. So, but you know.
Wait, what's that smell? I smell dad jokes.
Ooh, he smells a dad joke. I don't think that's a dad joke. I think you, did you wash your cut? Without further ado, dad jokes. All right, so what you got? You gonna do this one or is it my turn?
It's your turn.
What do you call a fake noodle?
A fake noodle?
An impasta.
Impasta. Because it's a fake noodle.
These things are getting out of hand. Your mother's threatened to divorce me if I keep doing them. So you want me to tell you another one?
No, I'm good.
Just kidding.
Trying to hold back my laugh.
I'm sure. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more LightBurn videos,
You know where to come.
and you want to see this cute kid right here get his hands dirty some more, then give us a thumbs up and a like and a share and all that good stuff. And don't forget, we are giving away this laser. It's going to be going off the powder coat here soon. You do that at dietodiy.com. Get yourself a cool shirt. So thank you for watching, guys.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it very much.